I have a very special guest in here for y'all today, Jozsef Szendrei, aka Yo-Yo. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Man, I'm so happy to have this dude on the show. We met about a year ago, and from the moment we met, it was a hit. I mean, big 7'12" dude. You know, when he stands in the paint, people move out his way, and he gets me all the rebounds, and I go coast to coast.
Simple game.
Simple game. We have your great logo in the back. Your name is Gym Integrity. Talk about why you chose that name.
Oh, I think it's very important that above anything is how you treat other people. It's all about, common courtesy, please, thank you, being on time, making sure that you treat everybody with respect. I mean, the simple rule of that, treat others like you want to be treated. And I really appreciate what we can do for each other when it's done right. So integrity, I think, is very important in life, and sometimes I feel that we lack that,
Where are you from, for the people that don't know?
Yeah, so I'm from Hungary, and no, don't play the joke, are you hungry?
Are you
I've heard, hey, what I mean, like that.
Get right out of my mouth.
And people still spell it the same way.
Okay, so then you picked up basketball internationally. So then when did you come, how did you get to America?
So it was an exchange program. So I picked it up. I went to my father at 13. I wanted to get serious. In Europe and the rest of the world, we have clubs. We don't have high school sports. So everything is club, not related to the high school. And I was playing in a club. And then I saw just a flyer in my high school on the bulletin board said exchange student. It wasn't saying athletic exchange student, it was just exchange student. And at the time, I wanted to play basketball, and my goal was to go to the NBA. I don't know how, but I'm like, first I have to get to the States where basketball is the best in the world, and learn where the mecca of basketball is.
So then you came here, you were an exchange student. Who'd you stay with, or what state did you go to?
So it was, I ended up in Washington State, south of Seattle, in Tumwater High School, which is in Olympia, Washington, which Olympia is the state capital. I was in Tumwater High School. And
now you're in Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we'll get to that.
I can't wait to get into that.
After that, after recruitment, I actually visited only one school. It was the JuCo that I went to in Colorado.
Yeah.
And I can't even really tell you what they came about in the picture, but I wanted to see Colorado. I think that's where I went because I wanted to see a different part of the United States. And we went to Colorado because the host family actually was living with, had somebody who they knew, so they wanted to visit also. But the recruitment process was, I just give you the final five. I visited Louisville. They had Denny Crum, who's a Hall of Famer at the time. That's before he resigned and Rick Pitino came in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was craziness. To be honest with you, like Papa John's owner flew in his private jet to my JuCo town, and they flew me out on a private jet. And you have to look out what's in your best interest, who you think is going to represent your best interest,
Right.
So I didn't come here necessarily. I figured University of Oklahoma is going to be a good school. My number one goal was to play basketball and go to the NBA.
How integral were you as a part of those teams coming off injury? A big part? Or
so the Final Four year, I was starting in March.
Yeah.
And so I earned my starting spot by the year of March after 2 ACLs.
Wow.
I didn't really.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so I was really blue collar. It was actually that summer, so that was 2004 summer, is when I called Coach Sampson. That's when I was my best. I was not hurting. I didn't have to take any painkillers like I was in college, and I was in the best shape. I was priming, like the 27, 28.
Oh yeah.
You're still on top of the world,
Top of your game.
I still had all the answers, like now I'm not young enough to know everything anymore, like I got way more questions now. But so then I called Coach Sampson and I said, hey coach, I need to try out for the league. And he called the Dallas, and they called me the next day, and I flew in like a week.
The Mavericks?
The Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. And
I flew in to try out for the Summer League squad. Different style of game,
Do you remember that game we were playing in where that dude drove to the paint and somehow he came out of there with a bloody nose?
Oh yeah, I know,
oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Because it was one of those one-on-one situations, and when you play pickup ball, sometimes they isolate you.
Yeah.
And I just gotta send a message sometimes. I'm going for the ball, but ultimately from diversity-wise to, we're in Lubbock, Texas, okay?
Right.
And so that's where I trained that summer, and that's where I met Benny Wiley, who's the head strength coach actually at OU, and who later hired me as a strength coach with Texas Tech football. Like what?
Did you feel like a traitor when you went to Texas Tech?
No.
No?
You know, I mean,
I just got to check because that
No, I
OU
understood.
DNA runs deep
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
I've heard. so.
yeah. But you know, I have a story for OU too. We can wander into that one. You know, we had a sour ending. Let's put it that way. You know,
Oh, man.
so
okay.
it's all right. 2009, not 2014. You can look it up. So
2014. What happened in 2014?
I came with an exchange program that wasn't not athletic related.
Right.
Now you have all this athletically related. It's become a business a little bit.
Right. They're recruiting.
But it's guided. So if you're
players.
good, they'll find you.
They will.
They will find you.